notorious Mexican drug lord pleaded not guilty to several federal charges in New York on Friday. 72-year-old Rafael Caro Quintero was arraigned alongside Vicente Carrillo Fuentes, a former leader of the Juárez Cartel. The two men and more than 20 other alleged cartel associates were handed over to the U.S. on Thursday following a request from the Department of Justice. Caro Quintero is the co-founder of the Guadalajara cartel, which has since evolved into the modern-day Sinaloa cartel. He previously spent 28 years in prison in Mexico for the 1985 murder of a former DEA agent. For more on this, let's bring in CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Sganga. Nicole, what happened at those arraignments here in New York on Friday? What charges do these guys face?
Yeah, Chanel, good to be with you. And when Caro Quintero arrived at that federal courthouse in Brooklyn today, he was greeted by rows and rows of DEA agents, police, prosecutors, all there to show their support for and honor the DEA agent that he had allegedly kidnapped and killed back in 1985. That agent's name, Enrique or Kiki Camarena, and that bloody episode of the Narcos war was actually featured on a recent Netflix series called Narcos, but what unfolded in the courtroom next was not captured on camera. Both men appearing in their blue and orange prison suits. They pled not guilty to a sweeping range of drug trafficking charges there in the courtroom, and they were ordered held without bail. They're due back in court at the end of March, and after the proceedings, the head of the New York division of the DEA, his name's Frank Tarantino, told reporters that he had been waiting 40 years for that moment to come about, adding that Caro Quintero now faces life in prison or even the death penalty.
Okay, Nicole, talk about the timing here. Why did Mexico decide to send these cartel figures to the U.S. right now?
Yeah, well, there was a statement by Acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove, and he said, you know, this was a consequence of a White House that negotiates from a position of strength. Went on to say, you know, it's the consequence of an attorney general who's willing to lead with courage and ferocity. I'm quoting here, but this handover, the largest from Mexico to the United States in a decade, did not happen in a vacuum. What I mean by that, it comes on the heels of the Trump administration really threatening a tariff on Mexican goods to the tune of 25%, which could be in place as soon as Tuesday. And of course, the president has repeatedly said this is a move to hold Mexico accountable for what the U.S. government calls its role in, you know, the drug trafficking and migrant trafficking that we have seen along the U.S.-Mexico border. So call it a good faith effort or a last-ditch effort, but perhaps this, you know, Mexico's way of signaling that it is serious about the Trump administration's requests here.
Okay, Nicole Sganga, thank you.
Thank you.